a year of working for PwC, venturing into the 3R Young Woman Empowerment TV show, and eventually moving on to hosting, producing, scriptwriting and acting, Kartini Ariffin landed herself as the director for I Am For You FM, Malaysia's first ever youth volunteerism station. And the rest is history in making. We're back to listen to more of Kartini's story on how she became the director of Malaysia's one and only youth volunteerism station and what this path rolled out for her.
Kartini, let's go back a little bit in time when it was in 2014, not too long ago. In 2014 when I Am For You FM actually started off and things like that. So how did this whole concept and idea of you being the director of I Am For You FM came about?
I was working for production at that time. I was an executive producer for a production house. So actually at that time, I Am For You is already established and they wanted to launch a radio station. So when somebody called me up and said, do you want to set up a radio station? You know, like setting up something new has always gotten me excited. And then in January 2014, I joined in, and from there it's all history.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy, especially because I'm a mom as well, and I just delivered my second child. Yeah, I would think that it is tough because I had a new project, which was my son, and then a new radio station, but I thought it was all exciting. Why not?
Okay, so it was 2014 and now it's 2017.
Yeah.
How has the journey been for you?
It's a roller coaster. You know, when we first started, it was so exciting. You know, it was the honeymoon period, I would call it, because we are a new station. We are the new kids on the block, so we could do and try out and do a lot of trial and error. You know, because if something don't work, if we strategize something and something don't, it's okay. We try something else. After all, we're so new, right? Yeah, so it's like we're still very innocent and very green. But as we moved along, you know, and we have made our mark in the industry, the industry players already know us. We are also part of 3 recognized broadcasting association. But it gets tougher that way. The more people know you and the more people started listening to you, then we're like, alamak,
the pressure is more.
You know, orang dah dengar lah. So if we do something, you know, so you get what I mean, right? It's no longer that trial and error. It's no longer like, oh, we're just here, we're new. No, we're not new anymore. So
you need to be different.
Yes, we need to constantly evolve. We need to constantly look at our content. We need to constantly look at and coming out with campaigns and activation that constantly entice and excites our listener. So, but that keeps the team on their toes, so that they will know that, you know, we can't be doing the same thing every day. And say, yeah, you know, the only constant in life is change. So if they don't evolve, then we're going to lose out. Somehow we are a media house.
I would say it's an advantage for I Am For You FM as well. You know, working with the youngsters. So since they are constantly looking for change, then the whole thing needs to constantly have like innovation and things like that.
Yes, that's true. I mean, we keep our product close to the youth so that we can have a taste of what they like, and you know, what's the latest trend. And it also helps the fact that almost everybody in the station is below 30 except for me lah. Okay,
we need the guidance.
Okay, how old are you? 18? Okay, 20. So we start asking them because they will give us the feedback. So it's helpful to be so close to the youth market, because then you get the feedback quite quickly.
There's this thing there that they have lesser experience, but how do you handle that part?
Well, they are afraid of me, you know. No, actually, I'm so happy that I was just thinking about this the other day, because there's so much things happening at the station and there's so much challenges coming their way, and I'm just so glad to have such a dedicated and passionate team. Passion over profession. So for them, it's not a profession because they are passionate about it. So they know that they're putting up a show and they're passionate about it. It's just not lah boss suruh I pasang lampu, pasang stage, you know, because they know, they understand that they're putting this up. They're putting, we have this showcase up for a reason, because our listeners will be coming in, you know, they'll be accountable for it. So there's a lot of ownership there. And actually, you know, as much as possible, the guidance is very much required. But because with the young workforce, it's not so much top bottom. Okay, the process is not top directive, bottom you do it. For me, I can't be giving direction and strategy and decision and ideas for every single thing. It's going to be very tiring and very time consuming, and because I'm also managing so many areas of the station. So a lot of our activation and campaigns and however we run the station is bottom up. It's just giving feedback as to whether, oh, I think that might not work, how about you try this way. But a lot of it comes from them.
And they take pride and responsibility whether it works or not, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you need to make mistakes. You see, you won't learn. It's fine as long as it's calculated risk. You see, but you need to taste failure in order for you to be better. Yeah.
Okay. Very well said. Very nice sharing on that about failure, and you need to taste failure. Thank you so much, Kartini.
Thank you.
So we'll take a short break and we'll come back in the next part for ET Boost.